I believe that there is a creator. I believe in the God of the Holy Bible, or as described it in the. Let me actually pull that back a little bit. I believe that Jesus could be the Son of God. I believe that. I think it's an interesting story or idea, but I was thinking about a couple of things, and I said to myself, is it possible to believe yet have simultaneously have a desire to test the validation or truth of the descriptions about who God is in the various texts that we have across the world? And then why are there so many religions? Why are there so many ideas of God floating around in the world? And so Chat described these as representations of the thing. So representation refers to how we perceive, describe, symbolize, or interpret that reality. So you might believe that a creator exists. That's a statement about being. But when you examine different religious doctrines, sacred texts, rituals, and images of God, you're engaging with representations, which are human attempts to describe, codify, or communicate that belief. And testing those representations for internal consistency, historical accuracy, moral coherence, and practical effects doesn't mean you're denying the existence of what they attempt to represent. You're simply asking, how accurate or distorted is this lens through which we're looking at the thing itself? And I said, I wonder if anyone has actually ever heard from God. Did the people in the Bible hear God's voice? Did Adam and Eve hear God's voice, or was it something else? Because there's aspects of how these events transpired that just internally I'm not able to reconcile. For all my years of believing, I never audibly heard a voice of God. I don't know if anyone has. I'm not aware of that. I don't have knowledge of that. When I began to do my investigation, and I would ask people about whenever I heard them say, I heard from God, I would say, what did you hear a voice like you hear mine? Or what do you mean exactly when you say you heard from God? And then people would describe to me, they would see a vision, and that vision could happen while they were awake or when they were asleep through dreams, or maybe they would have a strong inner conviction of some sort. And they would believe that that was from God based on their prayers. But when I look at the world, I see a particular signature. Creators, they add a signature to and uniqueness to the thing that they created to make it distinct from the marketplace. And when I look at the world, I see a common signature, right? You can look at the world, you can use your five senses and you can see this. Then there's also things under the microscope that scientists have discovered to kind of confirm this fact. And that the same ingredients that make up the human body, this is the astrophysicists, scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson and all these other people have reported that the same elements that make up the human body are the same elements that's within that make up the galaxy, the same key ingredients. And so we're a mixture of that same cosmic reality, right? So when you hear the story in the Bible that God created human beings from the earth, from all of these elements, and it's like, yo, we're connected. We're all connected to the same source. And so that's why I say that is, to me, the evidence. Now, how we interpret or describe it and say is, has these variations, and it is what it is. But I'm not looking forward to the next day. I'm just sitting in the moment and just staying present for now. I don't have any expectation. What I did was tried to strip away all of the hope and expectation to replace, because you can replace hope with other things like curiosity. I just want the truth about life, about what this is. Yeah, I may not get it from other human beings, but that's what I want.